Okay, now let's go over additional charges. And now additional charges, they're going to be shown on when you create an order. So where you want to go is you want to go to settings and you want to go to additional charges down here. Now this is separate from your printing price grid or your embroidery price grid. Now these are any kind of additional services that you may offer within that order. So for example, let's say, so first and foremost, the most important thing to do is add your sales tax. Now this is mandatory. You need to add this in. So you're going to see at the very top sales tax, and then you have a drop down value which will display in the additional charges tab when creating an order. So the way that I have it set up here is 0, 8.75. The reason why I have 0 is because we deal with a lot of resellers. So we we can remove the sales tax on a lot of our orders. So I give 0, I have 0 there as an option. Now for the rest of the customers that I need to charge sales tax, our local sales tax right now is 8.75. So I add that as well there too. So this is really important to have. You always want to make sure that you charge tax when needed. Underneath that, you're going to see you're going to be able to add up to 3 additional charges. Now, this section over here is a little different from optional charges over here. So this section right here is actually going to display on the quote that you send to the customer near the subtotal and total part of the quote. And I'll show this a little bit later when I go over the how the quote looks. But basically the way that the quote is designed is you have line items, whether it's a shirt or hat or whatever you're selling to your customer. The optional charges is also going to show up as a separate line item underneath the products that you're selling. But these charges over here are actually going to be tucked away next to the subtotal and the total and the tax that's displayed near the bottom of the quote. And the reason being is because I added here, if you wanted to do, let's say an art fee or a screen fee or a setup fee of any kind. Let's just say you wanted to do an art fee. You can add whatever dollar value that you want to charge your customer. So make sure that the value is separated by a comma. So you can start with 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, right? Now you can add up to 3 of these over here. So let's just say the next one, let's say you want to add a discount. You want to give, you want the ability to give a discount to your customer. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll give a discount to the art fee. So let's say we do art fee discount, or you could just do discount in general, whatever's easier for you. And what you want to do is you want to hit 0, but then after you hit the comma, you want to put minus 20, minus 40, minus 60, minus 80, and so on and so forth. So what I sometimes do with my customers is I'll add an art fee of, let's say, 60 bucks. And then I wanted to knock off $20. So I'll add the 60 and then I'll also add a discount showing that there's a discount of $20, which makes that art charge now 40 bucks. And then you can add a third one if you want to, whether it's like a screen fee or some sort of convenience fee, whatever you like, you can add a third one there. But you can only add up to 3 on this side. Now over here you have your optional charges. Now this is any other service that you provide within the order itself. So let's say, fold bag and tag, let's say just fold only. Let's say you want to do inside labels. Let's say you want to do transfers, anything like that. So anything that you put over here, and you're not limited on this side, anything that you put over here is going to show up as a line item underneath the product that you're selling. So you'll have your shirt that you're selling for, let's just say, $5 each, and then underneath it will display additional charges, and then it'll have full bag and tag for 40 cents each. And I'll go over how to add that in the when we get to the part of creating the order. But any additional or optional charges that you want to add here to show up as a line item, this is where you do it. and then you just hit submit, boom, and you are good to go.